The impossible survivor. The rescue mission. The rescue ship Silver Hope dropped from hyperspace near planet Xeran 7. Inside the bridge, Captain Vrix stared at the screen with his 4 eyes wide open. His blue skin turned pale. "Sir, the human ship crashed 3 days ago," said Officer Kenner. Her voice shook. "On Xeran 7. No one survives there." Xeran 7 was a death world. Its gravity was 3 times stronger than normal planets. Most species would be crushed in minutes. Their bones would break. Their hearts would stop. Even the strongest aliens needed special suits just to walk there. Captain Vrix looked at his crew. All of them wore heavy gravity suits. The suits were thick, powered by energy cells. Without them, they would die on that planet. "Scan for life signs," Vrix ordered. Maybe we can recover the bodies." The scanner beeped. Then beeped again. And again. "Captain!" Kenner shouted. "I'm picking up movement. Something is alive down there." "Impossible," Vrix whispered. "Check again. It must be an error." But the scanner didn't lie. Something was moving on the surface. Moving fast. Landing on the death world. The rescue team landed near the crashed human ship. The moment they stepped outside, they felt it. The gravity pressed down on them like a giant hand. Even with their suits, each step was hard work. "Stay together," Vrix said through his helmet radio. His legs trembled. "This gravity will kill us if our suits fail." They walked slowly toward the crash site. The human ship was badly damaged. Smoke still rose from the engines. Metal pieces were scattered everywhere. "Look for survivors," Vrix said. "But be careful. They are probably—" He stopped talking. His mouth fell open. In the distance, a figure was moving. Not crawling. Not lying down. Not struggling. Running. A human was running across the surface of Xeran 7. The impossible human. By the stars. Officer Kenner dropped her scanner. Is that really a human?" The human jogged closer. He wasn't wearing a gravity suit. Just normal clothes. A simple jacket and pants. No helmet. No protection at all. He was carrying supplies in his arms. Boxes of food and equipment. And he was smiling. Captain Vrix couldn't believe his eyes. His scientific brain tried to make sense of it, but failed. The gravity here would crush a human's bones. Collapse their lungs. Stop their heart in minutes. But this human looked comfortable. The human saw them and waved. "Oh hey, you guys made it. Took you long enough." He jogged up to them. Not even breathing hard. Vrix noticed the human's chest moving normally. Steady breaths. Like he was taking a casual walk in a park. You're alive," Vrix said. His voice was weak. "Yeah, of course." The human smiled bigger. "Why wouldn't I be? Oh, I'm Marcus Chen, by the way. Thanks for coming to get me." Marcus set down the supplies. He stretched his arms above his head. A casual stretch. Like he just woke up from a nap. Officer Kenner's legs gave out. She fell to her knees inside her suit. How are you standing? How are you even alive?" Marcus looked confused. "Standing? What do you mean? Is something wrong?" "The gravity," Vrix shouted. "This planet has 3 times normal gravity. It should be crushing you. Your bones should be breaking right now." Marcus looked around. Then he looked down at the ground. Then back at the aliens. "Oh, this." Marcus laughed. "This is the gravity you're worried about? Guys, this is nothing. This feels like a good workout. We have places on Earth like this." "Lies," Kenner said from the ground. "No world has gravity like this naturally." "Earth does," Marcus said simply. "This is actually lighter than some training areas we use. Want to see something cool?" Before anyone could answer, Marcus dropped to the ground. He started doing push-ups. Fast push-ups. His body moved up and down easily. 1, 2, 3, 4. He counted. Vrix felt dizzy. His strongest warrior could barely walk in this gravity. And this human was exercising? Marcus stood up after 20 push-ups. Sorry, just wanted to keep my blood moving. Been sitting in that ship too long. I was getting stiff. The fainting. Captain Vrix tried to process this information. His brain couldn't handle it. Humans were supposed to be weak. They were a new species. Young. Fragile. But this human was treating a death world like a gym. We need to get you to medical bay, Vrix said. You must be injured. In shock. Your body must be damaged internally. Marcus shrugged. I feel fine, but sure. I could use a ride home anyway. My ship's pretty wrecked. Thanks again for coming. He picked up the supply boxes again. All of them. Boxes that would be heavy even in normal gravity. Here. They should be impossible to lift. Marcus carried them like they were empty. Lead the way. Marcus said cheerfully. Captain Vrix turned to walk back to the ship. His mind was racing. What kind of species was this? What kind of world creates beings this strong? And then the terrifying thought hit him. If this was a normal human, what could their soldiers do? Vrix's vision went black. He fainted inside his gravity suit. Officer Kenner caught him before he hit the ground. Marcus looked concerned. Is he okay? Did his suit malfunction? Kenner stared at Marcus through her helmet. Her voice was barely a whisper. What are you? Marcus smiled. But he didn't answer. Inside the medical bay. The medical bay lights were bright and cold. Marcus sat on the examination table, swinging his legs back and forth. He looked around with curiosity at all the strange alien equipment. Captain Vrix stood nearby. He had woken up from his fainting spell. Now he watched Marcus like the human was a dangerous animal. Dr. Zal entered the room. She was a tall alien with gray skin and 6 fingers on each hand. She had been a doctor for 40 years. She had seen every type of injury, every type of disease. But she had never seen anything like this. Captain, Dr. Zal said quietly. Are you sure he was on Xeran 7? Without protection. I saw him with my own eyes, Vrix replied. He was jogging, carrying supplies, smiling. Dr. Zal's hands trembled as she picked up her scanning device. That's not possible. Let me examine him. She approached Marcus slowly. Hello, human. I am Dr. Zal. I need to scan your body. Check for injuries. Is that acceptable? Marcus nodded. Sure, go ahead. But I feel fine, really. Dr. Zal activated her scanner. A blue light passed over Marcus's body. The device beeped and hummed. Then it made a sound like breaking glass. The screen showed Marcus's skeleton, organs, and muscles. Dr. Zal dropped the scanner. It clattered on the floor. Impossible, she whispered. The scan results. Captain Vrix rushed forward. What did you see? Dr. Zal picked up the scanner with shaking hands. She showed him the screen. Look at his bone density. Look at his muscle structure. His cardiovascular system. Vrix looked. His eyes grew wider. Marcus's bones were incredibly dense. Thicker and stronger than any species Vrix had ever seen. His muscles were packed tight with fibers. His heart was larger than normal, pumping with tremendous power. These bones, Dr. Zal said slowly. They're designed to handle extreme pressure. His muscle density is off the charts. And his heart is like an engine. But he should still be injured, Vrix insisted. 3 days in that gravity. His body should show damage. Broken bones. Torn muscles. Something. Dr. Zal ran the scan again. Then a 3rd time. Same results. Captain, she said quietly. He has no injuries. Not one. His body is perfect. Like the gravity didn't affect him at all. Marcus raised his hand. Can I say something? They both turned to look at him. Your planet's gravity felt like a good workout, Marcus said. Back on Earth, we have training facilities with similar gravity. Athletes use them to get stronger. I actually felt pretty comfortable there. Dr. Zal sat down heavily in a chair. You Train, in that gravity? On purpose. Yay. Marcus said brightly. It's great for building leg strength. Though honestly, some mountains on Earth have tougher climbs because of the thin air and steep angles. Ziran 7 was pretty flat, so it was easier. Captain Vrix felt his head spinning again. The demonstration. I don't believe this, Officer Kenna said from the doorway. She had been listening. Humans can't be this strong. Our database says humans are weak. Fragile. Marcus laughed. Weak? Who told you that? Our scientists. Our research, Kenna said. Humans are new to space. New species are always weaker. Marcus slid off the examination table. He stood in the middle of the medical bay. Want me to prove it? Before anyone could answer, Marcus dropped into a plank position. His body was straight and rigid. He held the position without shaking. This is a basic exercise human children learn, Marcus said. His voice was steady. We call it a plank. It builds core strength. 1 minute passed. Then 2. Then 5. Marcus wasn't even sweating. Dr. Zal checked her medical scanner. His heart rate is barely elevated. This should be straining his body. But his relaxed. Marcus stood up. That was a warm-up. Want to see something harder? He walked to the wall. A smooth metal wall. Then he placed his hands on it and started doing handstand push-ups. Against the wall. His body went up and down. Up and down. The aliens stared in silence. After 20 repetitions, Marcus flipped back to his feet. He wasn't even breathing hard. On Earth, Marcus said casually, we have people who run for fun. Long distances. We call them marathons. 42 kilometers. People do it for exercise. For enjoyment. Dr. Zal's face went pale. 42 kilometers? Running. Yeah. Some people do ultramarathons. Those are even longer. 100 kilometers or more. Through mountains. Through deserts. Humans love challenging themselves. Captain Vrix grabbed the edge of a table to steady himself. Your world, what kind of world creates creatures like you? The dark revelation. Marcus's smile faded a little. He seemed to realize the aliens were genuinely frightened. Earth is, well, it's a tough place, Marcus said slowly. The gravity is strong. The weather can kill you. We have animals that hunt us. Plants that poison us. Diseases that attack us constantly. But you survived, Kenna whispered. We didn't just survive, Marcus said. We adapted. We evolved. We became stronger. Our bodies had to become tough, or we would die. Dr. Zal stood up. Every species evolves on their home world. But this is extreme. Your planet must be a nightmare. Marcus shook his head. We call it home. We call it beautiful. Sure, it tries to kill us sometimes. But that's normal for us. The room went silent. Captain Vrix finally spoke. Marcus Chen, I need to ask you something important. And I need you to answer truthfully. Of course, Marcus said. Are all humans like you? Marcus thought for a moment. Then he smiled. That same casual, friendly smile. Pretty much, he said. I'm actually not that special. I'm just an average cargo pilot. You should see our athletes. Our soldiers. Our explorers. Dr. Zal sat back down. There are stronger humans. Way stronger, Marcus confirmed. The really trained ones can do things that would blow your mind. Captain Vrix felt cold. What? What else can humans do? Marcus's smile grew wider. Want to see me climb something? I noticed your ship has some interesting architecture. I could free climb the cargo bay. No equipment needed. Just hands and feet. Officer Kenna backed toward the door. Free climb? Without safety gear. We do it on Earth all the time, Marcus said. There are these mountains, right? Some are 8,000 meters tall. Humans climb them. Some do it without oxygen tanks. Dr. Zal fainted. She fell sideways out of her chair. Captain Vrix caught her. He looked at Marcus. Fear and fascination mixed in his eyes. "Your species," Vrix said slowly. "You're not just survivors. You're something else entirely." Marcus shrugged. "We're just human. This is normal for us." And that, Captain Vrix realized, was the most terrifying thing of all. The warrior arrives. News spread fast through the ship. A human was on board. A human who could survive on Zirin 7. A human who treated Deathworld gravity like a morning walk. Not everyone believed it. ZYX was the ship's lead warrior. He was from the planet Kraga, a world known for producing the galaxy's strongest fighters. ZYX stood 7 feet tall. His muscles were like steel. His red armor covered his massive body. He had trained his whole life to be strong. And he didn't believe a small human could be stronger. ZYX stormed into the medical bay. His heavy boots made the floor shake with each step. He pointed at Marcus. "You," ZYX growled. "Human. I hear lies about you. They say you are strong. They say you survived the death world." Marcus looked up from the chair where he was sitting. "Oh, hi. Are you another crew member? Nice to meet you." ZYX's face turned darker red. "I am ZYX, champion warrior of Kraga. I have won 300 battles. I am the strongest on this ship." "That's cool," Marcus said genuinely. "Being strong is important in your job, I bet." "You mock me," ZYX shouted. Marcus looked confused. "No, I'm serious. Being a warrior sounds hard. I respect that." Captain Vrix stepped between them. "ZYX, please. The human is our guest. He needs rest. He needs to be tested." ZYX said. "I challenge him. Human versus Kragorian. We will see who is truly strong." Marcus stood up. He was much smaller than ZYX. The alien warrior was almost twice his size. "A challenge?" Marcus asked. "Like a competition?" "Yes," ZYX said. "If you are so strong, prove it. Come to the training facility. Face me." Marcus smiled. "Sure. Sounds fun. I could use some exercise anyway." The training facility. The training facility was the largest room on the ship. It had obstacle courses, climbing walls, and heavy weights. The crew used it to stay in shape during long space trips. Now, half the crew gathered to watch the challenge. They whispered to each other. Some bet on ZYX. A few brave ones bet on the human. ZYX stood in the center of the room. He wore his full power suit. The suit made him stronger, faster, and more protected. Its energy cells hummed with power. Marcus stood across from him in his regular clothes. Just a jacket and pants. No armor. No technology. "This is the challenge," Captain Vrix announced. "An obstacle course. Climbing, lifting, endurance tests. First one to complete all stages wins." "Understood," ZYX said. "Sounds good." Marcus said. Officer Kenner leaned toward the captain. "Sir, is this safe? ZYX in his power suit versus an unprotected human." "The human will learn his limits," Vrix whispered back. "Maybe this will make him understand he needs to be careful." The whistle blew. The race begins. The first stage was a climbing wall. 50 feet of smooth metal with small handholds. ZYX activated his suit's climbing mode. Magnetic grips extended from his gloves and boots. He started climbing, each movement slow but steady. The power suit was heavy, even with its assistance. Marcus looked at the wall. Then he simply started climbing. His fingers found the small holds. His feet pushed him upward. He moved like a spider, fast and fluid. The crew gasped. Marcus reached the top first. He wasn't even breathing hard. "How did you?" ZYX stared from halfway up the wall. "Rock climbing." Marcus called down. "It's a hobby on Earth. This wall is pretty easy compared to real mountains." ZYX climbed faster, his pride hurt. But by the time he reached the top, Marcus was already at the second stage. The lifting test. Stage 2 was lifting weights. Heavy containers that simulated cargo loading. ZYX grabbed a container with both hands. His power suit whined with effort. The weight was designed to challenge even suited warriors. He lifted it overhead and placed it on the platform. Marcus grabbed the same size container. No suit, just his human hands and human strength. He lifted it. The crew went silent. Marcus placed the container on the platform. Then he grabbed another one. And another. He moved smoothly, like the weights were light boxes instead of heavy cargo. "This is good strength training," Marcus said. "Reminds me of my gym back home. Though we usually do more repetitions." ZYX stared. His power suit was at maximum assistance. He was struggling with each lift. Marcus was treating it like a casual workout. The endurance run. The final stage was a running course. 10 laps around the training facility. It tested stamina, speed, and willpower. ZYX started running. His power suit helped him move, but the weight of the armor was still significant. His breathing was heavy after 3 laps. Marcus ran beside him. No suit, no assistance. And he was talking. "So, ZYX," Marcus said while running. "How long have you been a warrior? This is great cardio, by the way." ZYX couldn't answer. He needed all his breath for running. Marcus continued. "On Earth, we have these events called marathons. People run 42 kilometers. Some people do it in under 2 hours. It's amazing to watch." Lap 5. ZYX's legs were burning. His suit's energy was depleting fast. Marcus ran past him. Still talking. "We also have triathlons. That's swimming, biking, and running. All in one day. Humans love endurance challenges." Lap 7. ZYX stumbled. His legs gave out. He fell to his knees. Marcus stopped running. He jogged back. "Hey, are you okay?" ZYX looked up at the human. Sweat poured down his face. His pride was destroyed. "How are you not tired?" Marcus helped him stand. "I am a little tired. But this is about the same as my weekend runs. Maybe a bit shorter." ZYX's legs shook. "Weekend runs? You do this for fun?" "Yeah. Exercise is important. Keeps us healthy," Marcus said. "Do you want to finish together? I can slow down." The great warrior ZYX, champion of 300 battles, almost cried. The revelation. Captain Vrix stepped forward. The human wins. Clearly. The crew erupted in shocked whispers. ZYX sat on the floor, his power suit powered down. Marcus sat next to him, offering him water. "I don't understand," ZYX said quietly. "I trained my whole life. I have the best technology, the best armor. But you, with nothing, you are stronger." Marcus shook his head. "You're strong, ZYX. Really strong. Your planet just doesn't have the same gravity as Earth. You didn't need to evolve the way we did. Your planet made you into this." ZYX asked. "Earth made all humans like this," Marcus said. "We had to adapt or die. So we adapted. We got stronger. Faster. More endurance. It's just normal for us." Officer Kenner spoke up. "Marcus, you mentioned training facilities with the Dark Truth. The Emergency Council meeting. 2 days after Marcus's demonstration, Captain Vrix sent an urgent message to the Galactic Council. The message was marked with red priority codes. Critical discovery about human species. Now, representatives from 50 different planets sat in the Grand Council chamber. They gathered around a massive circular table. Holographic screens floated in the air. Council leader Theron stood at the center. His silver robes reflected the lights. "We are here for an emergency session. Captain Vrix has information about the humans. Information that concerns us all." Murmurs spread through the chamber. Humans were new to galactic society. Most species barely knew about them. Vrix stepped forward. His legs still trembled when he remembered Marcus jogging on Xeran 7. "Honored Council," Vrix began. "I witnessed something impossible. A human survived 3 days on Ziran 7 without protection. Without gravity suits. Without any equipment. A representative from planet Kelta laughed. Impossible. No species survives Ziran 7. I saw it with my own eyes, Vrix said firmly. The human was not just surviving. He was exercising, running, lifting supplies. He treated the death world like a pleasant park. The laughter stopped. Stories begin to surface. Council leader Theron looked around the chamber. Has anyone else had unusual experiences with humans? Silence. Then a trader named Blix stood up. His green skin looked pale. I have a story, Blix said quietly. 3 months ago, a human helped me unload cargo at Station Gamma 9. The station's oxygen levels were low that day. Equipment malfunction. How low? Someone asked. 60% of normal, Blix said. My crew needed breathing masks. But the human, he just kept working. No mask. He said the oxygen felt a bit thin but okay. Gasps filled the chamber. That's not all, Blix continued. The cargo was heavy. Each box weighed 300 units. The human carried 2 boxes at once. He made 20 trips. Never stopped to rest. Another representative stood. Commander Krell, a military officer. His voice was rough and deep. I trained with a human soldier last year, Krell said. Joint military exercise. I thought it would be easy. Humans are smaller than most species. What happened? Theron asked. The human soldier ran 50 kilometers. Full combat gear. Through a desert. In high heat, Krell said slowly. My best warriors collapsed after 20 kilometers. The human finished and asked if we wanted to do it again. The chamber erupted in shocked voices. A medical officer named Dr. Yenna stood next. Her hands shook as she spoke. I treated a human patient once, she said. He had been exposed to Velex poison. Velex poison kills most species in seconds. Shuts down the nervous system. And the human? Someone asked. He got sick. Very sick. Fever, pain, weakness, Dr. Yenna said. But his immune system fought it. 3 days later, he was fine. He walked out of my medical bay. He said it felt like a bad flu. More representatives stood up. More stories poured out. A scientist who saw humans eat foods that would poison other species. A pilot who watched humans survive a shipwreck in freezing temperatures. A teacher who noticed human children playing games that looked like combat training. Each story was more frightening than the last. The terrible realization. Council leader Theron raised his hand for silence. His face was grave. We need to understand what we're dealing with. Dr. Mora, you studied Earth before first contact. Tell us about the human home world. Dr. Mora, an elderly researcher, activated a holographic display. An image of Earth appeared. Blue oceans, green lands, white clouds. It looked beautiful. Earth is classified as a Class 12 death world, Dr. Mora said. The chamber went silent. Death world? Someone whispered. Yes, Dr. Mora continued. Earth's gravity is higher than 80% of habitable planets. Its atmosphere has high oxygen content, which makes fires spread rapidly. The weather is violent and unpredictable. She changed the image. It showed storms, hurricanes, tornadoes. Earth has predators that hunt humans. Diseases that attack them constantly. Plants that poison them. Insects that bite them. The temperature ranges from deadly cold to deadly heat. How did humans survive? Asked Commander Krell. They didn't just survive, Dr. Mora said. They thrived. They adapted. Their bodies became dense and strong. Their immune systems became aggressive. Their endurance became legendary. She showed another image. Humans climbing mountains. Running through deserts. Swimming in oceans. Humans seek out danger, Dr. Mora said. They call it sports. Adventure. Fun. They challenge themselves constantly. Because on Earth, if you're not strong, you die. The chamber was completely silent now. Everything on Earth tries to kill them, Dr. Mora concluded. And humans just got stronger. Captain Vrick spoke again. The human I met, Marcus Chen, said he was average. Not special. Not trained as a warrior. Just an average cargo pilot. If that's average. Council leader Theron couldn't finish the sentence. The emergency alert. Suddenly, alarms blared through the chamber. Red lights flashed. An emergency communication screen appeared. Priority alert, the computer voice announced. Distress signal from Colony Theta 5. Under attack by Raska pirates. Immediate assistance required. Commander Krell checked his datapad. His face went pale. Colony Theta 5. That's a human colony. The entire council turned to look at him. How many humans are stationed there? Theron asked. According to records, 50 civilians. Mostly farmers and researchers. No military presence. How many pirates? Someone asked. The Raska clan. Approximately 200 fighters. Heavily armed. Council leader Theron stood quickly. Send our defense fleet immediately. Those humans don't stand a chance. Ships were dispatched. The fastest vessels in the fleet raced toward Colony Theta 5. They expected to find devastation. Death. Destruction. They expected to arrive too late. But as the fleet approached the colony 3 hours later, Commander Krell stared at his scanner in confusion. Sir, he said slowly. I'm reading life signs. Many life signs. The pirates. Theron asked through the communication link. No, sir, Krell said. The pirates they're all contained. In one location. Not moving. And the humans. The humans are alive. All of them. Working. They appear to be repairing buildings. Silence on the communication line. Land your ship, Commander, Theron ordered. Find out what happened. The defense fleet landed at the colony. What they found would change everything they thought they knew about humans. The colony defense. The arrival. Commander Krell's ship touched down at Colony Theta 5. His soldiers jumped out, weapons ready. They expected to see fire, blood, bodies. Instead, they saw humans working. A human woman was hammering a fence. 2 human men carried building supplies. A group of human children played in a field nearby. They were laughing. Where's the battle? One soldier asked. There, a human pointed toward the barn. The soldiers rushed to the barn. Inside, they found 200 Raska pirates. All of them sitting on the ground. Their weapons were piled in a corner. Their hands were tied with simple rope. The pirates looked defeated. Exhausted. Broken. A human farmer stood guard. He was old, maybe 60 years. He held a simple farming tool. Not even a real weapon. Oh good, you're here, the farmer said. These fellows tried to attack us. We've been waiting for you to pick them up. Commander Krell stared. You captured them? All of them? Well, yeah, the farmer said. Wasn't easy, but we managed. One of Krell's soldiers scanned the pirates. Sir, they're all alive. No serious injuries. Just extremely exhausted. Their vital signs show severe fatigue. What happened here? Krell demanded. The story unfolds. A human woman approached. Her name was Sarah Chen, the colony leader. She looked tired but smiled. Come, she said. I'll explain everything. She led them to the colony center. Other humans gathered around. They all had the same tired but satisfied look. The pirates landed 3 days ago, Sarah began. 200 of them. Big ships. Lots of weapons. They thought we'd be easy targets. And? Krell asked. They were wrong, Sarah said simply. She pulled up a recording from the colony's security system. The screen showed the pirate ships landing. Armed Raska warriors poured out, shouting threats. Give us your supplies, the pirate leader had yelled. Surrender or die. On the recording, the humans had looked at each other. Then Sarah had spoken. You want our supplies? Come get them. Then the humans ran. The chase. We led them on a chase, Sarah explained. Our colony is spread across 25 kilometers. We know every path, every hill, every shortcut. The recording showed humans running. Not panicking. Running with purpose. Strategy. The pirates chased them, confident and eager. The thing is, Sarah continued, this planet has slightly higher gravity than Earth. Not much. Maybe 1.2 times. For us, it's barely noticeable. We adapted in a few weeks. Commander Krell understood immediately. But for the pirates. It was just enough to tire them faster, Sarah nodded. We ran them through the hills. Through the forests. Across the fields. We took turns. Fresh runners replaced tired ones. But the pirates? They all kept chasing. Getting more and more exhausted. On the screen, the pirates were slowing down. Their breathing was heavy. Some were stumbling. The humans kept running. Steady. Patient. We ran them for 6 hours, Sarah said. Then 12 hours. Then 20 hours. We took breaks in shifts. They didn't. They were too angry, too proud to stop. 20 hours, a soldier whispered. We're used to it, another human said. Back on Earth, some people run for 24 hours straight. It's called an ultramarathon. We do it for fun. Commander Krell felt dizzy. The trap. The recording showed the final phase. After 24 hours, the pirates were crawling. Some had collapsed. Their weapons were too heavy to carry. They had dropped them along the trail. The humans had circled back. They collected the weapons calmly. Then they surrounded the pirates. We offered them water and food, Sarah said. They were too tired to fight. Too tired to even stand. We tied them up and let them rest. You ran them into the ground, Krell said slowly. Literally. It's called persistence hunting, an elderly human man said. Our ancestors did it on Earth. Chase prey until it's too tired to run. Humans are the best endurance runners in nature. Sarah nodded. These pirates never had a chance. They thought strength meant weapons and numbers. They didn't understand that endurance is also strength. The pirate leader speaks. Commander Krell walked back to the barn. He approached the pirate leader, a massive Razka named Grath. Grath had raided 50 colonies. He was feared across 3 sectors. Now he sat on the ground, staring at nothing. What happened? Krell asked him. Grath looked up with empty eyes. They ran. We chased. They kept running. We kept chasing. And then. They never stopped, Grath whispered. Hour after hour. We were dying. Our legs burned. Our lungs screamed. But they just kept running. His voice cracked. We're warriors. Strong warriors. We've conquered dozens of colonies. But these humans. He shook his head. They didn't fight us with weapons. They didn't need to. They just ran. And we couldn't keep up. Grath looked at Krell with genuine fear in his eyes. What kind of species runs for a full day? What kind of beings treat that as normal? Who runs for fun? Krell had no answer. The report. Commander Krell sent his report back to the Galactic Council. The chamber listened in stunned silence. The humans defended their colony with 0 weapons, Krell said. 0 casualties. 0 serious injuries to either side. They simply outlasted their attackers. Council leader Theron stood slowly. This confirms everything we feared. Humans aren't just strong. They're not just resilient. They're the perfect endurance predators. Dr. Mora added, on Earth, humans hunted animals by chasing them until the animals collapsed from exhaustion. They evolved to run longer than any other species on their planet. They brought that evolution to space. They're dangerous, someone said. They could be a threat, another agreed. What do we do? Asked a third. The chamber erupted in worried voices. Fear spread like fire. Then the main door opened. Marcus Chen walked in. He was wearing simple clothes. He smiled politely at everyone. He looked completely harmless. But every representative in the chamber took a step back. "Sorry I'm late," Marcus said cheerfully. "Traffic in the space lanes was crazy. I heard you wanted to talk about humans." Council leader Theron swallowed hard. "Yes. Please come in." Marcus walked to the center of the chamber. He stood calmly, looking around at the 50 species staring at him with fear. "So," Marcus said, "what did you want to know?" And in that moment, the Galactic Council had to make a choice. The new alliance. Marcus speaks. The council chamber was silent. 50 alien species stared at one human. Marcus stood in the center, calm and relaxed. Council leader Theron cleared his throat. "Marcus Chen, we have learned much about your species. Frankly, we are afraid." Marcus's smile faded. "Afraid? Of me?" "Of all humans," Theron said. "You survive death worlds. You run for hours without stopping. You are stronger, faster, and more enduring than most species in the galaxy. Your planet created the perfect survivors. And survivors make dangerous enemies," Commander Krell added quietly. Marcus looked around at all the frightened faces. He understood now. They thought humans were threats. Conquerors. Monsters. He took a deep breath. "I understand your fear," Marcus said. "Yes, Earth is harsh. Yes, it made us strong. But you're missing something important." "What?" asked Dr. Mora. "Earth didn't just make us strong," Marcus said. "It taught us to protect each other." He walked slowly around the chamber. Everyone watched him carefully. On Earth, survival alone isn't enough. Humans need communities, families, friends. We protect the weak. We help the injured. We work together because alone, even humans die. Sarah Chen's voice came through a communication link. She was still at Colony Theta 5. "He's right. We didn't kill those pirates. We could have. But we chose to capture them instead. To show mercy." Marcus nodded. "We don't want to be feared. We want to help. Earth made us strong so we could protect others, not hurt them." The proposal. Council leader Theron sat down slowly. "What are you proposing?" "An alliance," Marcus said. "Humans can explore dangerous worlds that other species can't. We can help rescue crews in extreme conditions. We can defend colonies that are vulnerable." "You want to be our protectors?" someone asked suspiciously. "We want to be your partners," Marcus corrected. "Yes, we're strong. But that doesn't mean we're better. Every species has gifts. You have technology we're still learning. Wisdom we need. Knowledge we don't have." He looked directly at Theron. "We're new to space. We're still learning. But one thing humans have always done well is protect those who need protection." Captain Vrix stood up. "I can confirm this. When I fainted on Xeran 7, Marcus helped me immediately. He showed concern. Kindness. Not aggression." ZYX's voice boomed through another communication link. "He was back on the ship. The human defeated me in combat. But then he helped me stand. Offered me water. Treated me with respect." More voices joined in. The Trader Blix. Dr. Zal. Officer Kenner. One by one, they shared stories. Stories of humans showing kindness, compassion, humanity. The decision. Council leader Theron looked at the other representatives. "We need to vote. Should we form an alliance with humanity?" The vote was close. Some still feared humans. But slowly, hands raised. Tentacles lifted. Wings spread in agreement. "The vote passes," Theron announced. "Humanity is welcomed as a partner species in the Galactic Alliance." Marcus smiled. A genuine, relieved smile. "Thank you. We won't let you down." "There will be conditions," Commander Krell said. "Human military presence must be monitored. Your warriors must be registered." "Fair enough," Marcus agreed. "We understand. Trust takes time to build." Dr. Mora approached Marcus. "I have a question. Will you teach other species your training methods? Help us become stronger?" Marcus thought for a moment. "We can try. But I have to warn you, human training is hard. Really hard. Even for us. We're willing to learn, she said. Then we'll teach, Marcus promised. 3 months later. The training facility on Unity Station was busy. Humans had set up a gym there. A place where different species could train together. ZYX was there, working with Marcus. The big warrior had become Marcus's closest friend. They exercised together every day. Again. ZYX shouted. He was doing sit-ups. Slowly. Painfully. Marcus did sit-ups next to him. Fast and easy. You're getting better. Last week you could only do 10. Now you're at 15. Humans are insane, ZYX gasped. But he was smiling. In another section, Captain Vrix jogged on a treadmill. Very slowly. He wore a monitoring device. Dr. Zal watched his vital signs carefully. 5 minutes of running, Vrix panted. New, personal, record. Great job, a human trainer called. Rest now. Don't push too hard. Other species were there too. Some lifting light weights. Some doing gentle stretches. All of them training under human guidance. It was progress. Slow progress. But progress. The final scene. Sarah Chen visited Unity Station with her family. Her daughter Emily was 7 years old. Her son David was 5. They walked through the station's main plaza. Alien children played nearby. They ran, laughed, played gentle games. Emily looked bored. Mom, can we go to the playground? Sure, honey, Sarah said. They walked to the human section of the station. There was a playground there, built for human children. It had climbing walls, rope courses, high bars, obstacles. Emily and David ran to the equipment. Emily climbed the wall quickly, using just her hands and feet. David swung from bar to bar, laughing. A group of alien parents watched with their children. Their eyes went wide. Is that safe? One parent asked Sarah nervously. Oh yes, Sarah said calmly. Human children need physical challenges. It's good for their development. Emily reached the top of the wall, 20 feet high, and waved. Look, Mom, I made it. Great job, sweetie. Sarah called back. David did a flip off the monkey bars and landed on his feet. Did you see? Did you see? The alien children stared in amazement. Their parents looked terrified. One alien child turned to his father. Can I try? Absolutely not, the father said quickly. Another alien parent approached Sarah. How old did you say your daughter is? 7, Sarah replied. And she climbs like that, normally. This is actually easy for her, Sarah said. Back on Earth, she climbs real mountains with her school class. The alien parent fainted. Sarah caught him before he fell. Are you okay? Does anyone have water? Marcus appeared with a bottle of water. He had been watching from nearby. He helped the parent sit down. You know, Marcus said to the other aliens. You're all welcome to join our training program. Start slow. Build strength gradually. In a few years, your kids might be able to do this too. The alien parents all shook their heads rapidly. We'll stick to our gentle playgrounds, one said. But thank you for the offer, another added politely. Marcus laughed. He watched Emily and David play. They hung upside down from bars. They jumped between platforms. They did handstands. Just normal human children doing normal human things. ZYX walked up beside Marcus. I've been training with you for 3 months. Yay! I still can't do what those children do, ZYX said quietly. Marcus patted his shoulder. Give it time, friend. You're getting stronger every day. They stood together, watching the children play. Human and alien. Different but united. The Galactic Alliance was still new. Still fragile. But it was growing. And humans, the survivors from the death world called Earth, had found their place among the stars. Not as conquerors, but as protectors, teachers, friends. The end.